first D is data. Data is a mix of targets and triggers. So target being who are we going after, and triggers would be why are we reaching out. And when you have a good target and good triggers, that creates highly personalized, nuanced, and specific messaging. So in the context of an event, let's say you've got a bunch of people that you want to be your buyers that are going to the event. And then the trigger is you have a speaking session that you would like them to attend, and they're going to be at the session. So we've got targets, people at the event. Trigger, they're not currently at your session, you want them to be at your session, which then creates messaging that's specific to them. So that's data. Distribution is then how do we get in front of them? Destination is what are we sending them to? And then lastly, direction is how do we plan to track it? Data, admittedly the most complex, but once you've nailed down data, the rest of it kind of becomes more simple. You just got to figure out what your channels are, what your content or destination is going to look like, and then what tracking success functionally looks like.
So let's say if you're a speaker, you're going to an event, what are some of the steps that you would do given this playbook that you just described?
Yes, I mean, the first thing is if I'm a speaker, my primary goal and objective before my session is actually not to sell people or book meetings, but get people to the session. I have maybe 30
Let's get them in the door.
Yeah, like maybe have 30 minutes or an hour where I can essentially, in a one-to-many fashion, educate 100, 200, 300, sometimes 500 people. On the playbook that we referenced of 30 meetings from one event, they had an event app where you could actually see people that stated what their interests were. So, for example, this event had a category for account-based marketing, which is what I talk about a lot. So I could segment by people that were interested in account-based marketing, but were not at my session. So that was the trigger. I knew they wanted to hear about account-based marketing. They weren't coming to my thing. Figured, hey, like, let me do a one-to-one personalized outreach that says, hey, I'm doing this session at this time. It looks like you're trying to learn more about account-based marketing. We're focused on how to take the first step in actually building out an ABM program. So if you've not done that successfully previously, this might be a helpful session for you. So then in that context, distribution was actually the event app. Destination, pretty clear, come to my session. And then tracking was, did we see an increase in registrants for the session or people that actually attended? So that's the 4D framework played out in practice.